So my name is Derek Hall from fitnessvolt.com. Today we're joined by Icelandic strongman Hafthor Bjornsson. Hafthor is the winner of the 2018 World's Strongest Man, as well as the last 3 Arnold Strongman Classics. Well, you may know him from HBO's Game of Thrones. Today we're going to be talking about his attempt to set a new world record for the heaviest deadlift of all time. Thank you so much for joining us, Thor. How are you doing today?
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. I'm doing very good, thank you. I just finished my training session, and I just finished my meal, so I am, feeling great. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for asking. It's good to hear that you're doing well. Are you guys hanging in there okay with everything that's going on in the world right now?
Yeah, we are hanging in here, We're just trying to isolate as much as possible, for ourselves and obviously for others as well, trying to stay home as much as possible. I'm training in my garage at most of the time right now. Even though I have my own facility, my own training facility, I'm trying to show support to others that, even you can train with, few equipments in small places, so I'm trying to show support to others. Yeah.
All right. Well, it's good to hear that you've been able to get some solid training in even without going to your own facility. Now, we're about 10 days out from your world record deadlift attempt. How's your training coming along for that?
My training has been on fire, to be honest with you, Everything has just been feeling great. I've been obviously focusing a lot on the deadlift. 2 days ago, I just pulled 470 kilograms, like a warm-up, I'm just, to be honest with you, super excited, I'm so, thankful for all the support that I'm getting from everyone around the world. It looks like people are very excited to see this, I'm thankful for all my sponsors, that are, willing to support this event. I'm thankful that, ESPN are going to live stream this event, Core Sports, I'm thankful for my, sponsor, Ring Total Body Fuel, Rogue, Transparent Labs, other great sponsors, all my sponsors, SPD, for sticking behind my back, making sure that, I'm able to train hard and kick ass May 2nd.
Well, we're definitely excited to see it. How about your diet? How's that coming along? I know you mentioned that you're eating, about twice or every 2 hours, about 10,000 calories a day. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, I don't really count my calories. I'm eating 6 meals a day. There's a lot of steak in there, a lot of rice, some carrots, peppers, spinach, some fruits, oranges, I just try to stay very consistent with my diet. I don't really, like I said, count the calories, but the diet is on point. If I, I can walk through a diet. I wake up in the morning. In the mornings I have 6 eggs with rice. I might have bacon. I actually had bacon. I usually have rice, but I actually had bacon yesterday just to spice it up a little bit. And then the next few meals are steak and rice with peppers and carrots and spinach. Right before my session, I have my Ring Total Body Fuel to get my caffeine, BCAAs, and everything inside my body, so I can train hard. And then I eat again. It's all about just to stay consistent, and I've been consistent now for 10 years and progressing. It's just it's very simple. People are always looking for the secrets. If you do the things right, if you stay consistent, if you make sure you just put in the work, then anything is possible.
Definitely sounds like you've been taking this very seriously. Now, obviously, training right now is very difficult. Everybody's struggling to find a way to stay motivated, stay active, even while being in quarantine. I know you mentioned that you're training at your home facility. What are your tips for dealing with training while in quarantine?
Honestly, you just have to stay positive. You have to the reason why I've been training in my grass, for example, is to show people that you don't have to have all the fancy equipment to be able to get strong and stay in shape. I'm mostly using bars right now, and look at my shape. I'm actually, in one of the best shapes in the world right now. I'm actually using bands more also to show people, even the strongest man in the world, he can use a barbell and some bands, and be in the best shape of his life. So by saying that, you don't have to have the big gyms with the fancy equipment. You don't always need that. That's just set yourself some goals, and push forward. In regards to training tips, it's just it's all about just staying consistent, and making sure that everything stays on point, and that you don't have to have the fancy equipment.
No, for sure.
You can actually there's actually some cool things that you can find on Rain YouTube channel. They've been my wife actually just uploaded his video for them, and I know that their team has been doing home workouts. So for the people that don't have the weights and plates, barbells like I do, they can go look up some awesome stuff on their page, on their YouTube channel. I think it's Rain Total Body Fuel on YouTube. And you can see great athletes performing simple but very effective training programs. They're just training at home with bands and using home equipment as as weights. So definitely for people that are listening, will read this, check it out.
Well, I'll definitely give it a check out myself. Now let's talk a little bit about this world record attempt. Obviously, you're going to be doing that on May 2nd. It's going to be live on ESPN. What would it mean to you to be able to hit this world record?
I mean, it would mean, the world to me. I've always been more, to be honest with you, more for titles. Titles stay forever. No one is going to take away from me being World Strongest Man 2018. But records are constantly being broken. Not like constantly, but they will always be broken at some point. Someone will come and if I don't like to say if, because I'm a big believer and you have to tell yourself that you can't do stuff. On May 2nd, when I pull 501, there's going to come a day where someone else is going to break that. But no one is going to, win my 2018 World Strongest Man. No one is going to win my title at the Arnold Strongman Classic 2018, 19, and 2020. Those titles will always be mine. That's why I always drove towards the titles rather than the records. But it looks like people are very, very interested in the records now. People want to see big lifts, especially the deadlift. So for the people that are staying at home in quarantine, I want to do something cool for them. I already had plans on pulling 501 in Bahrain at World's Ultimate Strongman when COVID-19 came and everything went on lockdown. I decided with World Ultimate Strongman that I would do it at home by myself, so I could entertain people and make people excited, look forward to something.
Well, definitely. There's definitely not a lot going on right now, so it's I think there's a palpable buzz in the air for this world record deadlift attempt. Now, like you said, you were originally attempting it at the World's Ultimate Strongman. that event got canceled, but you're still trying to do what you can to make it as official as possible. Part of the way you are doing that is by getting Magnus for Magnuson to officiate the lift. Tell me a little bit about the process of securing him to do that for you.
I mean, I have the world's best referee. If you ask the strongman athletes in the world, they will all agree that Magnus Magnuson is extremely strict referee, but also a good one. You know, he won't give you anything. He'll make sure that, you know, he will only say it's a good lift if it is a good lift. And having the world's ultimate strongman behind the progress, you know, and everything, to me, this is like people are saying it's in his gym, it's not going to count. Some people have even gone that far that they say they don't trust the Atlantics. Some people have even gone that far that they think that I'm going to cheat the weights. Why would I do that? Why would I risk my reputation to do something stupid like that? Like, there's no need. I would never do it. That's why we're going to weigh the plates. It's going to be live on ESPN. We're going to weigh every single plate, show it live. And in Strongman, people have been breaking records by themselves for a long time. Now it looks like people are getting a little bit sensitive that I'm going to break this in my gym. You see a lot of powerlifting competition being held at gym. You see a lot of strongman records being broken. They only compete in that specific event, you know. To me, I would perform the same way in a competition, even better probably, because, you know, when you compete with 10,000 people cheering your name, supporting you, it gives you the adrenaline rush that you need. I'm actually quite worried doing it in my gym, almost by myself. I'll have a referee, I will have a doctor there. I have, you know, like a few cameras in my face, you know, but that's it. Like, I would love to be able to do it in event, you know, where, but right now I can't obviously control the COVID-19. But right now I'm in this shape, and the strength people that know a lot about strength, they, you know, should know that it's very hard to peak for something like this. I was already training for, you know, Bahrain, obviously, that being postponed. I had to make some adjustments, and I honestly thought that I was, you know, doing something great for the sport, and I still think I'm doing something great for the sport. You know, all this media attention, all this attention, all like people are talking about this so much, is just gonna grow the sport, you know. And hopefully this is, like people are saying, it's going in the wrong direction. I honestly think it's going in the right direction, because having it live streamed on ESPN is huge. And I think this is the future, live streaming strongman events, you know. People don't want to wait for things, you know. People want to see it live streamed. So I honestly see this as a good thing, and I think future strongman competitions are going to be live streamed, all of them.
Well, nobody in their right mind can say having you do this on ESPN is a bad thing for strongman. What would you say has been the hardest part about the training for this world record attempt?
I mean, the hardest thing, honestly, is the fact that I haven't been able to do all the physio work, you know, the treatments like I'm used to do. I'm used to doing, you know, Graston. I don't know if you guys know what Graston is. It's like scraping, you know. I do that to force blood to the muscle to increase the recovery after the heavy sessions, you know. I haven't been able to do that, so that's probably the biggest minus, because I would have probably recovered faster. I've been probably stronger if I could have done that as well. The reason why I haven't been able to do that is because of COVID-19. You know, everything is closed. You know, all like massage places, hair. So I haven't had a haircut for a month, but that doesn't matter, obviously. But I'm still doing my hot and cold therapy. Training is the same. Diet is the same. So the only thing that changed is that, actually, because of, but I've been trying to treat myself. I've been using, massage guns on myself and been trying to do work on myself a lot. So I think I know that I'm in a good place. I probably could be slightly better if I could have had this treatment more often, but I'm still doing my best.
Sure. I mean, obviously it's real tough right now for everybody, but it's good to hear that you're making the best of the situation. Now let's talk a little bit. You alluded to the fact that there are some critics to the idea that you're hitting this supposed world record while not in competition. Now, one of the big critics has been Eddie Hall, who specifically said he will not consider it a world record. What are your thoughts on that and the fact that he is going to be doing live commentary for your deadlift after criticizing it?
I have no comments on that. Really, he is allowed to have his own opinions. Honestly, I think that he knows that I'm gonna pull 501. This is his legacy. He, in his strongman career, he won World Strongman once. He did this 500 kilo deadlift, and that's his legacy. And he doesn't want me to take his legacy away. And that's why he's getting so offended by this. And yeah, that's my opinion on it. But other than that, I don't really have any other opinion. He can have his own opinion. That's fine. He knows that I'm stronger than him. He knows them better, but he just doesn't want me to take his record. That's all.
Sure. Now, you said that you're planning on going for 520 kilos instead of 501. Is that correct? So I'll still be attempting the 501. That's guaranteed. So actually, I started Twitch a month ago. It's a new platform that just joined on, and I go there every morning. I talk to people. I go live there and talk to people, and I basically told the people there, if I can grow my Twitch account to 200,000 followers, and that's simply just people have to follow it. I like challenges, and I like to excite people. So I basically told them, if I get my followers up to 200,000, I'm at like 50,000 now on Twitch. If I get to 200,000 followers on Twitch in 10 days, we are 10 days now from the show, then I will attempt, on the fourth attempt, 520 kilograms. Okay. Well, that will definitely be exciting to see. Now, I'm going to get you out of here on this. I want to, again, thank you so much for your time. What's your one message to all your fans around the world who are excited to see you hit this lift on May 2nd?
Thank you so much, man. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I'm excited. And, I'm excited to do this. Thank you so much for all, thank you so much for all of the support. I just want to say thank you for all the support to my fans. I appreciate them all.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, Hafthor. Good luck again on May 2nd, and we look forward to hearing from you soon, okay?
Thank you, man. Take care.
All right. Thanks.